Students, certain times there will be question on mode of determining the existence of the partnership. That means how to determine the existence of the partnership, and also the to determine the who are all the partners. So with regard to these aspects, there will be a question in the form of problem solving. Then we have to decide the question which has been given in the problem solving with the help of the provisions under the Partnership Act and also case laws. So here, as I have told you, we have to follow these steps. That means we have to simplify the facts, we have to frame the issues. That means we may frame one issue or more than one issue, and we have to write the provision of law, that is which are the sections which will be applicable, and with regard to any decided case law, then we have to discuss the entire the concept under the analysis, then we have to give the conclusion. So this is the thing what we have to see, what we have to do with regard to the problem solving. As you know that with regard to the what is meant by partnership, so there we can discuss with regard to the section 4 of the Indian Partnership Act. So there the definition has been given that partnership is the relationship between persons who have gathered to share the profits of a business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. So this is the definition. Here we have to discuss the section 4, section 5, that is section 5 says that it says with regard to the relationship of partnership arises from a contract, not from the status. And we have to see the section 6, that is mode of determining the existence of partnership. So collectively we have to discuss all these sections in order to ascertain, in order to determine who are all the partners, and to determine the existence of the partnership. Here in this problem we have to analyze this problem with the help of the provisions of the Partnership Act, that is section 4, 5 and 6. Here it has been given Ram and Shyam agreed to work together as carpenters. According to the agreement, Ram shall receive all profits and shall pay Shyam rupees 8,000 per month as wages. Discuss whether Ram and Shyam are partners. Here the question has been given. There are two carpenters are there. They made an agreement that they can carry out the business of carpentry, and one person can receive only profits and the other person can receive the wages. So here we have to analyze whether Ram and Shyam are the partners. So in this way the facts will be given in the question paper. Then we have to simplify the facts. So I have simplified this one, that is carpenters Ram and Shyam make an agreement to carry on the business of carpentry. As per agreement, Ram has to receive entire profits and Shyam a salary of rupees 8,000 out of the business as wages. So this we have to simplify. Then what are all the issues will come here? So I have told you what is meant by issue, what is the importance of the issue, why issues can be framed. Here one issue can be framed or more than one issue can be framed. So here the issues, the probable issues are that whether an agent or a servant can become the partners of a partnership firm. Here the status of the Shyam is like a agent, or is like an employee. So he here we have to decide whether agent or a servant can become the partner of a partnership firm. And second question is whether an agreement is a partnership agreement mentioning about one person is entitled to receive wages and another person, another one is only profits. Another person can receive only profits. Can receive profits of the business carried out. So this is the, in this way we have to frame the issues. Here we have to carefully make the issues. So here the issue that whether a agent, whether a servant, they can become the partners. So here what I told you under section 5, that is the relationship of partnership arise from contract or not from status. So this aspect has been given. And under section 4, what are the characteristics of the partnership has we have seen. And with regard to section 6 of the Indian Partnership Act, we can see the certain method of determining the existence of the partnership. Here, one thing what we can see here while discussing the concept of the partnership or ingredients of the partnership or essentials of the partnership, we can see there are 4 points should be there. One is there should be an agreement. Second one is there should be the partners they have assembled to carry out the business. Third one is their motive is sharing of the profits. And last one is mutual agency. Here we don't find the sharing of the profits. So here also we don't find the what you call the mutual agency also. Here what is meant by mutual agency means, here one person, that is one partner, he should have the capacity to bind the other person for his action. It may be profit or loss. So that capacity, if a partner is having, that can be called as the mutual agency. But certain persons, they cannot come under the concept of mutual agency. For example, a money lender. A money lender, even though he invests the money in the partnership firm as any other partner, but he cannot become the partner of a partnership firm because his conduct is very much relevant with regard to the to see him as a partner. So his conduct is very much important with regard to the whether a money lender can become the partner. That means his intention and his conduct is very much important to ascertain him as a partner or not. So this aspect we can see in the case of Cox versus Hickman. Here I will not take those things in this problem because this problem is related with regard to the exceptions to the mutual agency. That means the money lender, the servant of the agent, widow of the deceased partner or seller of a goodwill, they cannot become the partners of a partnership firm. So this aspect we can see under the exceptions to the mutual agency. Here the relevant case law is McLaren versus Verschoyle. Here it has been here the facts are more or less one and the same, but here one of the servant he is going to share the profits. Here there is no Sham, he is not going to share any profits. But here even though a servant can share the profit also, he cannot become the partner. So that is very much relevant to ascertain that whether a servant or whether an employee can become the partner of a partnership firm. So here we have to see whether there is any mutual agency is existing or not. Mutual agency means whether a person can bind other person for his action, for profit and loss. Here we don't find such thing. Here, with regard to the profit and loss, only Ram, he is entitled. And here it is not the question with regard to the Sham. He is entitled only with regard to the salary. So, what we have to analyze out of these discussions, in the instant case, two persons make an agreement so that one can receive profits, another can receive wages only out of the business of a carpentry. Here there is a agreement is there, carrying out the business is there, but here the other the aspects are missing. That is mutual agency and with regard to the other aspect of mutual agency and sharing of the profits, which is missing here. And this illustration comes under the exceptions to the concept of mutual agency, as the moneylender, widow of the deceased, a paid servant or agent, and seller of a goods cannot become the partners. Here seller of the goodwill, you have to take it as a seller of a goodwill. Here cannot become the partners because they cannot bind the other partners for their actions. So no doubt in partnership also partners will be paid salary other than the profits. But here what happens in partnership firms, certain partners they can be paid even salary other than the profits. But in this illustration, the here Sham is not going to get the profit. He can get only the wages. So here these aspects show that there we don't find the partnership between the Ram and Sham, and they cannot become the partners here. But true test of partnership lies in the existence of the mutual agency and also sharing of the profits and the losses. So what should be our conclusion? Here, whether a person is or is not a partner of a firm, regard shall be had to the real relationship between the parties. That means we have to see what is the relationship between the parties. Here, the relationship between the Ram and Sham is like a employer and employee. Here, we don't find the relationship as the partners. So, in the instant case, we can see a employer and servant relationship. Hence, Ram and Sham are not partners. So, in this way, we have to decide the problem. Here, the problem has been given in the other way. Suppose one person invests the money in the partnership firm, whether he can become the partner. So here in that way also the problem may be given in the exam. At that time we have to decide the case law of Cox versus Hickman. So you should be carefully see how the problem will be given in the exams. Depending upon the problems, you have to solve the problem by analyzing the problem, by applying the provisions of law and quoting the decided case laws. So this is with regard to the deciding whether the Ram and Sham are the partners.